everybody. I'm Mac.
And I'm Courtney. Welcome back to 2MC.
And look where we are.
The EOC?
Yes, for our second week on location.
Yes. And so you might be wondering, but why?
Well, we have a cool guest.
Yeah, I actually think this is the second time this guest has been on our podcast.
She likes us.
Yeah. So let's get to it.
Okay. Hey, everybody, we're back. And we also have someone you might recognize. Mm-hmm. This is, right?
Yeah.
Amy Heimberger Lopez, Deputy Director of Emergency Management here in Martin County.
Yeah, that's kind of a big job.
Yeah. I feel like it.
Yeah. You do a lot of things all year, but especially during hurricane season, I feel like is like your
I feel like that's when people sort of see you the most or think about it the most. But you guys are either preparing and planning, in action, or
recovery.
Mm-hmm. And that really is a full cycle through every different emergency.
Yep, there's a lot to do all year round, not just during hurricane season, but that's when we're probably most recognized as, peak of hurricane season. Everybody is aware of when it is, June 1st to November 30th.
And the peak
is right now, like August through September.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Wow, I guess that's why we booked you now.
Yeah.
August, talk to us about August. August is...
August is the first annual Emergency Management Awareness Month is August. Just so that everyone knows what emergency management is, who your emergency managers are, what we do, so.
I feel like we are really in contact with you guys in emergency management year round.
Yes.
Yeah. So I feel like we always are very familiar with it, but it's right. People probably don't really think of you guys year round.
And that's okay, We don't want them to be.
It's fine.
Yeah. We work a lot behind the scenes. So you probably won't see us or your viewers won't see us until something happens. And you probably don't want to see us because that means something happens. So
like Jim Cantori coming into
your town,
exactly. Right? It's like, no, Amy's here.
Right. No, but you should know what we do, what we prepare for, what we recover from. We're still busy with recovery from Milton, and that was last year. That was almost a year ago now. So,
and you guys have local mitigation plan.
Yes.
That's probably something that people don't really know about, but you're working with staff and the community members year round on that.
Yeah, so mitigation is another part of what we do in emergency management. We are updating our local mitigation strategy right now. It's a plan that gets updated every 5 years. So we're in that process right now. And we are working with all of our jurisdictions, our school board, our hospitals, the public, our partners like the United Way, the Red Cross, name them. Everyone is in this.
Yeah.
So this has been a long process. We've been starting this since over a year ago now.
I find that fascinating.
Yeah.
I think the work you guys do is really interesting.
And so what does mitigation look like, I guess, to residents that may not know what that means or what that looks like? What would that?
So probably an example that everyone would be familiar with is Bathtub Beach, right?
Okay.
Raising the road there and making sure that it doesn't wash away again or have any problems or damages. So Public Works is working on a mitigation project to fix that so it doesn't happen again. That's what mitigation is reducing the risk of it happening again.
Yeah. And then you guys also, so it's not just hurricanes, but there's, sunny day flooding.
Oh, absolutely. Flooding, tornadoes, radiological. There's tons of stuff that we can do to mitigate. And it's not just at a county level, like high level infrastructure. People can do mitigation in their own home. You can make sure you have good tie downs if you live in a mobile home or a manufactured home. That's mitigation. You can make sure that your trees are cut before the storm comes.
Yes,
before the storm.
Yeah.
Not about that.
That's going to mitigate all the problems that's going to come from a storm. So there's a lot of things that you can do.
I love that. And that is stuff that you share on your I know on your socials and on
Yeah,
the web
absolutely.
pages.
Yep.
Yep. What else do you want to talk about?
Well, isn't there another awareness?
Yes, September.
Yes, September is National Preparedness Month. So a good reminder for everyone to make sure that you have a kit, you have a plan, you are following the right sources of information, you are ready to go. September just happens to be the hurricane peak of hurricane season, but this is a nationwide. Hurricanes don't happen everywhere, but it's just a good reminder to be ready all year round, not just during hurricane season.
Having a go bag too.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
We have go bags.
We do.
Yeah.
Well, you never know. Like it could be, you guys, work with fire rescue. It could be anything.
Anything.
Any emergency.
Anything. Yeah, your house could catch on fire. You need to grab your important documents, a couple changes of clothes, the kids, the pets, the important documents, your pictures, have a list of everything that you're going to take and leave the house in 30 seconds or, a couple hours.
You must have the most organized house.
I do.
She's like ready to go.
I'm ready to go at any time, yes.
She's like,
And I have two cats, so I have their carriers right there, ready to go. My husband and I have a plan to, if anything happens, you grab the cats, I grab the documents, and we're meeting somewhere.
I love that. You should teach classes on that.
Absolutely.
Right?
Sure.
yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, because I'd just be running out.
Well, when you're young and you just don't have animals,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. No animals, no kids. So
I can't imagine.
You gotta have a plan for everyone that lives in your house. Your kids, your elderly family members, your pets, yourself.
yeah.
Your cats know, do you have a word? They're trained, be ready. And they listen, because my cat doesn't listen.
Oh, I tell them and they go under the bed. So, yeah.
So good.
At least I know where to find them.
Yeah, right?
Anything you want to talk about, hurricane season, as we are, like you mentioned, in the height of it?
Yep.
People need to be prepared. You talked about, or you mentioned, following the right sources of information.
Absolutely.
A lot of people get their information from social media. We actually ask people to follow us on social, and especially during a storm.
Yep.
But what does the right source of information look like?
So following the experts. The experts are the ones who are going to know where the data from the weather is coming from. Hint, hint, the Weather Service.
National Weather Service.
And if you're
We work
looking at
very
the
closely with
hurricane, the
them.
National Hurricane Center,
Okay.
they're very good sources of information. And obviously your local news, but all the data that comes from those hurricane hunters that you see flying around, that all data comes from the National Hurricane Center and is then transferred to our local meteorologists. So local meteorologists on your channels and National Weather Service.
Yeah. I
National
think it's
Hurricane
difficult
Center.
because you have all these, weather pages and all these people that are hunting storms and stuff, and they have huge followings.
They do.
But follow your experts.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
All the data is coming from them.
Yes.
Why wouldn't you want to go to the source?
Well, we like to go to the source. We come to you.
That's true.
I'm the middleman.
And
I grab the data from them and
well,
give it to you.
when we're here in the EOC,
Yep.
we're having regular calls with
with our-
National Weather Service, Hurricane Center. So we are getting our
We
information
are.
directly from them.
Yes.
And then we're making decisions at the local level.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's different for everybody. It's going to hit Miami different than it's going to hit Vero Beach. Martin County is
So
different.
those calls, that information is tailored for our region.
Right. So we are in the National Weather Service Melbourne area. So we get our information from the Melbourne office.
I do.
And then they give us detailed information for our county, what we
Yes.
can expect. And it's going to be very different from Orlando, which is also in there.
Yeah.
They might receive more flooding. We might receive more storm surge. It's different. So
Right.
it's
Yeah.
tailored to us.
And I think another important thing is, how before there used to be like a cone.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
That's not necessarily the case anymore.
There is a cone. It has been shrinking. They're getting better and better at determining where that is. But the important thing to remember is that the cone isn't where it's going to hit. It's just like where it might go this way or that way. And the National Weather or the Hurricane Center is coming out with a new graphic. They started it last year. They're doing it again this year where they're going to show the maps. Same with the cone, but the cone will kind of be underneath. And then
They're
what
layered.
you're going to see is like, what are the impacts?
All the hazards. I
see
know
it.
that's something we started talking about because we used to just talk about, the hurricane's coming here, right?
Right.
Looking at landfall here.
Right.
But
But do you remember Milton?
Yes.
Milton hit on the other side of the state, but
Right.
we had those tornadoes come through just
Right.
because it was such a big
There's
storm.
wind,
Yeah,
there's rain.
wind, there's rain, there's storm surge, there's flooding. So.
Right. Yeah.
So as you see those maps, you'll see the cone kind of smaller because that's where the center is going to go. But the impacts are going to be widespread.
it makes a lot of sense
Right.
to me.
Yeah. Well, because there's those outer bands too. I mean.
Yeah,
it's-
Yep.
those are the scary ones. Now
Yes.
that we,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Okay.
What else? Anything else you wanted to say? We'll have you back again. You're the
Right?
best guest.
of course,
I love it.
Anytime.
As a matter of fact, as we are moving into September,
Yeah.
we probably will see you here again.
Let's knock on some
Let's,
wood.
just
I
for,
don't have any.
just for fun, just for training, just for
Yes.
exercises.
Yeah.
Hopefully nothing will happen. But, if it does, we'll be ready.
That's the other cool thing I think we didn't talk about is you exercise. We exercise in the county a lot.
Yeah.
And it provides a lot of support, I
Yeah.
think, to staff members who aren't working with you on a regular basis.
Yeah, we do a lot of exercises. We typically try to do them before hurricane season because that's like maybe one of the biggest hazards that we have. We do have flooding as well, which is our number one, but sometimes doesn't rise to the level of activating the EOC
right.
as much as a hurricane would. So we have those trainings. We have this whole room, which is the Emergency Operations Center, full of our partners. We have training on our software. We have not only training in this room, but also for our county employees. I believe last time we talked about
That's
that
true.
in our shelters.
Yep.
We also have training for our Parks Department, which is points of distribution. We have like all sorts of training for everybody.
You really are busy all year round.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that all happens, and it's not just like, oh, here's the training and they're done. We have to follow up and make sure everyone understands what their role is, because if we don't get hit, we haven't had a direct hit in a long time. 20 years, 21 years. So,
Let's keep it that way.
and we forget about it. We forget about how bad it could be. So we try to make sure that everything, all that knowledge is at the forefront of your mind for hurricane season.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Yeah. Great. All right. Well, thanks for coming on our podcast again,
Yeah.
Welcome.
We appreciate
Anytime.
it.
and we'll see you guys on the other side.
On the what?
Other side.
On the flippity flip.
On the flippity flip. I like it.
Okay. So that was a lot of information,
Yeah.
but very good information.
It's great information, and I know, what I feel like is when we're here during a declared emergency, when we're here during, say, a hurricane or an event like that, we're just 100% in, and it's nonstop information.
Yes.
So it was nice to talk to Amy on the front end, but it's still a lot of stuff.
Yeah, because her and her team are working year-round for preparedness, mitigation, all of that stuff. So it's really...
I think the thing that strikes me the most, and really always has during emergencies, is the front end. If you can be prepared prior to,
It's vital.
well, yes, not only is it vital, but you can deal with things so much better. It's like if you put your clothes out the night before,
We are giving
when you get up the
life lessons by MAK.
when you get up the next morning, right? You're just like, I know what I'm wearing, and there's no craziness in the closet.
Preparedness is key in all aspects of life.
Great.
Yes, I'm not
Do you
sure
lay
that they
things
asked
out?
us for...
Do you set things out?
Oh, I see where you're going with this.
Do you?
No, I don't. In
You
the
don't?
morning, I wake up and it's like a hurricane has hit my house because I'm running around like a crazy person. Yes.
When Jay used to eat cereal in the morning, before he went to bed, he would set out his bowl, his spoon, and the box of cereal right here.
That's prepared.
It drove me crazy. Like you could just walk by and just give the box a little tap, and then it's like, what happened?
You could have put it all away.
Yes.
So when he woke up, it was not there.
Because I like to tidy up before I go to bed.
Right.
Right?
Meanwhile, Jay is preparing
Yes.
for his morning.
So we're both preparing, but they
Different.
clash.
Yeah.
Anyway, preparing for a storm. That Amy had great ideas, and I bet her cats do listen to her.
They probably do.
Right?
She probably says, we're going. And they're like, meow.
I know, because like I'll be like, Riley, come sit with me. Let's watch a movie. I'm like, Riley, kitty, 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 kitty. She's like,
Nothing.
Right.
Yeah, wants nothing to do with
right?
you.
Nothing. So I feel like, well, I would be here during a hurricane. So Jay would be the one like
Having to
trying
get
to herd
Riley.
the cat. Yeah. And Dublin, you drag his feet in.
Sounds like they need to be on a preparedness plan.
I'll work on that. I will work on that.
Yes,
In any case, it was a great interview.
it was. And next week,
Yes.
we have a very special interview as well. Again,
We do?
we do. No, this one is going to be with solid waste.
Oh my gosh. Is that true?
Yeah.
We've been waiting for this one. This is gonna, what does Courtney do?
It's going to rock your world.
That's gonna blow your mind. It's gonna rock you like a hurricane.
Yes, yes.
Right? What else
Wow.
could we do?
Is-
We don't know.
I don't know.
That
It's-
wasn't good.
It's solid waste, so.
Solid waste is exciting.
It is, yeah. Yeah. We met with Brittany, who is over utilities, right? You guys
Okay.
have heard from her. And
You've
so
heard from
now,
Brittany. Do you know what? Brittany, she's making the croissant.
the croissant, yes.
Yes.
The crochet croissant,
Brittany,
Brittany is making it, yes.
she's my outsource
Yes. So we will see you guys next week.
from the transfer station.
Yes.
So tune in. Do we have special clothes for that? Do we wear like boots and things? Like a coat? No? We'll find out.
We'll see.
This is gonna be exciting.
All right, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.